Hello, TCGC directors and instructors, and Happy New Year. I am Greg Llacer, the Chief Judge of the Texas Color Guard Circuit. In the face of sustained complications due to the coronavirus pandemic, I hope you and your loved ones continue to stay safe and well. I am here today to provide you with some information and a few tips as you prepare for our virtual season. If you have not done so already, I encourage you to take a look at the 2021 season announcement on the homepage of the TCGC website, which will give you instructions about all three venue options for the 2021 season: virtual solo small ensemble, virtual, and in person. This presentation will focus on the aspects of the virtual option you will want to consider as you prepare your video presentations for evaluation. First, let's talk about the parameters for a video submission. The timing expectation is the same as it is for a regular in-person performance, specifically minimum and maximum performance times and minimum equipment times as already established by class. Video submissions must be one camera, single shot take presentations with no zooming or editing. Evidence of multi-shot takes, zooming, or other editing practices will result in disqualification for the submitted video file. However, there are no restrictions on how you use audio technology. You may either mic the performance outright from the camera or a remote microphone, or you may overlay the soundtrack onto the video file. If you consider an overlay, you will want to be sure that there is an exact match between the video and audio file for the purposes of evaluation. Judges are asked to evaluate what they see relative to what they hear. They are not tasked to try to imagine how to evaluate a performance if the video and audio do not sync up. Speaking of what judges must do, here are some tips you may want to consider relative to the evaluation process. Evaluating videos is extraordinarily different from in-person performances. For an in-person performance, the vantage point of the judge, while modestly different from venue to venue, is exactly the same from performance to performance in a single contest. And there is an expectation that from contest to contest, judges sit in fairly similar locations, depending on the caption. In a virtual presentation, however, while all judges essentially sit in front of their computer screen to watch multiple programs, there are far more variables that come into play, such as the resolution of the judge's screen or the type of computer or television they use, how the video was recorded and from what vantage point, the lighting of the venue in which the video was recorded and the quality of video resolution and color, and, as I mentioned before, the sound quality relative to the video recording. Additionally, all judges, regardless of caption, will be viewing and evaluating the same video, which possibly could create differences in clarity and readability depending on the vantage point from which the video was made and the caption the judge is evaluating. I bring these variables to your attention specifically so you can think about and plan for the best practice, so your video is as clear and readable as possible. With that in mind, and understanding you already may be an expert in producing your unit's videos, here are some tips to consider. What are the characteristics of your venue? Make sure the venue you have chosen, whether it be a full-scale gym, cafeteria space, or other place that will give you a footprint similar to that of a regular in-person contest venue, is a place with good lighting and no unwanted background reflection. This is a particular concern for those of you who might video from a cafeteria with large windows behind the performance space. As you consider where you are going to place your camera, and remember, this is a one-shot take video, think about what I call the Goldilocks Principle. Not too far, not too close, just right. For instance, if you video from the top of a two-tiered gym where you are very high, you may make it exceedingly difficult for the individual analysis judge who will be evaluating both equipment and movement to see anything more than broadly discernible characteristics of your choreography. Be careful that when you attempt to focus your camera, you don't unintentionally capture rows of bleachers in the bottom section of the screen that the video impedes the readability of the program, or that you are so high that you are capturing lighting or air conditioning ducts on the top part of the screen. Conversely, be careful that you don't place the camera so close to the performers that the whole performance area can't be visible, or the elements of design, particularly staging and motion to connect events, is difficult to see. You may already have a designated place from which you usually take videos. However, whether you do or not, I encourage you to experiment from different vantage points so you get the best one that gives you a location from which all parts of your program are visible throughout the presentation. In the end, you only will be able to submit one performance per week, and you will want to give the judges the very best viewing from which to evaluate your unit. I hope this information is helpful and that in these strange times, you still have a fun, productive process in the development of your presentation. TCGC is known for its innovation and the talented directors and instructors in our midst. I am certain that you will be successful and proud of your efforts, and I look forward to seeing your presentation, whether it be virtual or in person, down the road. Good skill and best wishes. Take care.